Hello everybody, jimmyispromo here, back again with another awesome video. And if at any point in time in this video you guys like what you see, make sure you guys hit on that like button, as well as don't forget to hit on that subscribe and hit on that bell for notifications so you get notified of any future videos. In today's video, we're going to talk about an inexpensive but a effective robot vacuum that not only does the normal dry sweeping, but also a mopping feature. So the one that we'll speak about today is from Coredy. Now before we move over and I show you this thing in action, I'm going to show you guys what comes inside the package. So inside of there, you're going to see these little brushes, and these are the little brushes that'll kind of bring everything in and sweep it in, so then underneath it, it'll be able to vacuum up. So you'll see 4 of these, and they will also have the L and R letters on there for the left and right side. You'll also see a small brush that you're able to use to clean the very bottom of this robot vacuum. There's also 2 cloths that you're able to use for the wet mopping function. Here is the rolling brush that'll go at 2 different speeds to pick up anything if it's either right on top of a surface or a little bit more deep down. It'll come with 2 different bins. This one is the dust bin, and then you'll also have your water holding bin, which holds up to 300 milliliters of liquid. It'll also come with a charging station, which right now mine is upstairs. Here's the instruction manual as well as a remote. So let's pop on the overhead rig and I'm going to show you all the different components underneath this robot vacuum. So underneath, you're going to see 2 different charging contacts. These are what will be placed on over into the base to give it a little bit of a charge. Now, if you notice it gets just a little bit dirty, which actually mine are because I just got done doing a little cleaning session, just take a little bit of a microfiber wipe or any other cloth and you'll be able to wipe those off. So this little bumper right here is going to be the anti-collision sensor. So at any point in time, if it was to run into a wall, it notices how much of an angle it's running into, maybe if it's front or on the side, and then it adjusts how much it turns to get away from that wall or the corner. The other 3 very important sensors is going to be the anti-drop sensors, which is going to be this one right on the very front, right over here on the right hand side, and then also on the left hand side. Once it notices that it's over a edge, it'll actually reverse and then move the other way so it does not drop or fall off stairs. Now with the mixture of everything below this vacuum here, between these bristles along with this rotating ball, the big wheels right here, all your different motion sensors, the spinning brush, and also the suction, this thing does a fantastic job with picking up anything that's on the surface. If you have linoleum, hardwood floors, if you have rugs, and also carpet. And this is extremely good when it comes down also into pet hair, which I have quite a bit of that lying around my house. So going through the buttons really fast, what you're able to do is have the automatic button for the automatic cleaning. You'll also have the return to home button, so it's able to recharge on the charging base. You do have a play and pause as well, forward, back, left, and right if you would like to manually clean up an area. The button right over here is going to be the clock setup button, so then this way you'll be able to set up the clock on the remote, which then in turn will help you with this one right over here, which is the scheduling button. So you're able to schedule a cleaning if you'd like it to happen at maybe 6 p.m. in the afternoon, maybe 4 o'clock in the morning. This one right over here is going to be the spot cleaning button. Then you'll also have what my favorite is going to be the edge cleaning button. This thing does a fantastic job going along the edges of your house. Now, if you do have a small space button or a little small space in your house, this is the small space button. So if you're looking for maybe a smaller room or maybe just to isolate it into one of the rooms, you'd be able to do this button. And then you do have the max button right over here to do a more intensive cleaning button to maximize the airflow or suction underneath the vacuum. The auto cleaning function of the Coredy 500 is able to map out your home and clean efficiently. At several different times through the cleaning process, you will find the Coredy 500 be able to run up and touch the edges of the rooms, the walls, and also the chair legs, and able to move around and maneuver. Now, if the Coredy R500 is in the middle of a process of cleaning an entire level of your home, if the battery does get low before finishing the cleaning cycle, the Coredy R500 will return back to the charging dock to recharge. After its battery has been recharged, the robot automatically resumes and completes the cleaning cycle. My little tip and trick for the wet mopping feature inside your house is when you are using that tank, you are able to fill it up to the 300 milliliters of water, but what I highly suggest is taking that little cloth, getting it extremely wet before placing it onto the tank, as well as add just a little bit of cleaning soap to effectively clean your kitchen. When spot cleaning, the robot boosts its vacuum power to provide the best cleaning possible where you need it. To use the spot cleaning, place the robot on top of the localized debris and press the spot on the remote control. Now, my favorite one would have to be the edge cleaning. So after your robot finishes cleaning the open area of your floor, it uses edge clean to ensure that it has cleaned along the walls and around furniture legs. If you prefer a quicker edge cleaning, just just press the edge cleaning button on the remote control. So you can notice here in this hallway, it is not a straight line. It is not a perfect rectangle. There is different angles at the different doors, and it's able to precisely go around all of those corners. Now, setting the cleaning schedule, you want to press on that little bell button or bell icon on the remote control, and the hour section will begin to flash just like it did from before when you're setting up your clock. You want to press up or down as well as left and right to select your hours and minutes, and then once it has already been completed by pressing the play pause button, you will notice that there is the little bell icon. Now, if you want to cancel the cleaning schedule, you want to press and hold again on that bell icon for approximately 4 seconds, and then you will cancel that cleaning schedule. Now, testing the robot, I did place down a little bit of animal hair as well as sugar and then some rice, and then I just basically hit on the auto button. As it went through everything, I actually did go through the remote and I went through it manually, so you can see that you can manually also do the cleaning by pressing up, down, left, or right. So if you are looking for an option for a automatic robot vacuum that can kind of clean your house as you're away, or maybe you just want to have something that can maybe possibly make some things just a little bit easier, the Coredy R500 is definitely an amazing option for something that is not over the $200 price point, but it's still able to be effective with some amazing sensors in there to touch if it's hitting a wall, a chair, or also even if it's able to possibly go over a cliff. These sensors will be able to pick that up and back off of that and be able to efficiently clean your house. Now, the only thing that I do wish for this R500 is that it has just a little bit more suctioning power, as well as when it does do the wet mopping. I kind of wish that there's a feature to kind of push down that little cloth to get a little bit more effective clean, so there's a little bit of friction with it. But outside of that, it actually does do a pretty good job in the kitchen. I do find myself actually picking up a paper towel and just doing a little bit of a little wipe up or clean up and dry it off just a little bit. But hey, the floor is actually cleaned, and it usually would never be cleaned because I would not be going down there and mopping it myself. So I hope that you guys have liked this video. Make sure you guys give this thing a huge thumbs up. Also, if you are interested in this robot vacuum, I will have a link below the video inside of the description if this is something that you are interested in. I do have longer and thicker carpet downstairs, and it does do a pretty good job there, but I wish it had just a little bit more suction power. But if you have yourself a whole bunch of different rugs or floor runners, you also have linoleum. If you have hardwood floors, this thing is perfect, especially also if you have pets or kids that are dropping little things, and this is able to pick some of those up before the pets were able to get to them. Now, outside of that, make sure you guys give this thing a huge thumbs up. Also, hit on subscribe if you have not subscribed already, and outside of that, I'll see you guys later.